Carlin, it's like 2,000, 3,000 horsepower Lamborghinis, like bunch of fast GTRs, stuff like that.
Oh, I've been to them. Yeah, my uncle used to take me when I was a kid.
No problem.
Okay. Well, welcome to Mount Panorama Partners, everyone. It's the Power Beetle Cup. We're running a 30-minute race. I put in 35 minutes because this is a race with a strategy stop. So at the first lap, we go in. You can select your strategy, and after that, it's a rolling start, and it's the clean start rule. The new rules, because it's got performance impact on it, the new rule will take effect immediately. If in the first lap a caution comes out, damaged cars and all the other cars will go in to the pit. When they exit the pit, the leader will take it on the pit speed limiter until he reaches the start-finish line, and then it's
Remy, not to interrupt you, but you gotta make a new lobby. This is a public lobby.
No, I changed. I'm gonna change this, guys. I did it twice.
Sorry, Remy.
No, it's still. It's always with me. It's a glitch. Okay, here we go.
I just seen that other guy jump in. I'm like,
yep.
I don't know him. It doesn't mean that you did that. It does that to me sometimes when I set up rooms. It switches it back for no reason.
Yep.
So sorry, Remy. I did not.
No. Pfft, I'm glad you saw it. Here we go. Here we go. Private. Porsche.
Carlin, I don't know how it's gonna work, but I'm running the same exact pressures I am for my GT3 car.
The truth is, I read a big thing on that, and the truth is, it's fairly realistic in that it has to do with the type of car that you're in. If it's, like it was saying that if it's a car that's relatively the same size wheelbase, and like it's a rear wheel drive, that kind of thing, that more or less those pressures will work. Across cars, as long as the cars run similar tires, that it'll pretty much, like there was this one guy swearing up and down, and he was talking about a certain class of sports car, and he was like, if you make sure that their optimum temperature is right around 32 psi.
A whole lot.
Yep.
Now I gotta get used to a different hood. You're gonna mess me all up. If I just run into the wall and don't
yeah, yeah, right.
Yeah. Pardon me. I would have to report that, Rita.
There we go. That's on.
Well, wait, now announcing it before it happens. Okay, I'll give.
Okay, so as I was saying, the new rules about performance impact will take effect immediately. Again, I will explain it. If in the first lap a caution is called and there are cars with damage, we all go into the pit. Some of them have to fix their damage. Some of you will take maybe some fuel or tires. As we come out of the pits, we put it on a pit speed limiter. We go around the track. It allows the very damaged cars to catch up. If the leader is approaching start finish line, he will call it green. If you're not catched up, well, then it's too bad, but with the pit speed limiter you should be able to catch up. As soon as we clear a lap, a green lap, then it's green till the end. I'm not gonna race myself tonight. I'm gonna broadcast, so I will retire and spectate and leave the chat so I can do my commentating on the YouTube channel. If everybody's ready, just give me your green thumbs up and I will.
So yeah, just
set you
question,
loose.
Remy. So
Yep.
basically, that's the old Camel GT clean start rule.
Yep.
In other words, yeah, that's what I figured. And
Yep.
then if you come, that's like we talked about before the season. If you when there's damage and you come out and we're on the limiter, it's going to take them 3-4 minutes at least to get around the track. So you'd have to really bang up your car to not catch the field.
No.
before the
It's
restart.
it's the leader. The leader puts it on a pit speed limiter, and the other guys can catch up because.
Of course, yeah.
Yep. And
Of course.
as soon as everybody is caught up with the field, you can go to the regular speed limit, 60 miles an hour, and then you can call it green at the start finish line.
That's what I was going to say. But if you make it back to the start, this is just for future reference. But because I'm trying to remember how I wrote it up originally. But if you go back to the start finish line, if you have a field of 16 cars and 3 or 4 of them take massive damage and they're not caught up, then once you get back to the start finish line, we're going green.
Yep.
Yeah, that's exactly. That's what I was thinking. Okay, that's all I got.
And we got a limit of three starts. The first one we regrid, and the second one it's where you're at on the field.
If I remember correctly, is this a standing start?
It's a rolling start.
It's a rolling start. Okay.
Yep. The first lap you have to be careful, guys, because you got a strategy stop as well. You go in for the strategy stop. We go around the track, and the leader will call it green to start. Okay. Are you ready, Colin?
With damage on, I'm ready. I'm
Yep.
sorry. Yeah, with damage on, I'd recommend you got to do it. I've done a lot of testing with this stuff, guys, and what you got to do on the formation lap before we get into the strategy stop is do it like real life. You cannot be on top of each other.
No. Just keep it 2 or 3 car lengths. So
at least more than that, I'd say go 30 or 40 yards.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna start you guys off. Rita, Motley, Colin, you will official and marshal the race for me. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, we're here.
Well, have fun.
That's the racing order.
And the
you got that? Let's go.
I can read it out. Pole is Pogo. Second is TS. Third is Rita. Fourth is Motley. 5 is Carlin. And 6 will be Saint.
Okay, cool.
Have fun, guys.
All right. Have a good race.
Enjoy.
I will. Yep. Well, the commentary
No
is in Dutch,
mistake.
guys, so no.
So none of us will understand it. Perfect.
No, I'm gonna do it in English.
So none of us are going to understand it perfect.
Oh, that's netjes, netjes.
If I tried to speak Dutch, you'd say the same thing.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Power Beetle Cup race at the Mount Panorama circuit in Bathurst. The drivers are lining up for the strategy stop. On pole it's gonna be Pogo. Second will be TS. Third is gonna be Our Lady of Racing Rita. Fourth is gonna be Muttley. Fifth is Carlin, and sixth will be Saints. It's the Power Beetle Cup race. We're running the Porsche Cayman. This race, as you will see, we got performance impact on it. So if the driver has any damage during the race, they will have to go in for a pit or try to manage their cars. As I said, we're lining up for a strategy stop so the drivers can take on the tires and add fuel if they like to. Today's weather is going to be a light cloud. It's going to be a race of over 30 minutes. I will explain a little bit about the clean start rule race. As soon as the cars line up, the leader will call it green. You got one lap of completion. If in the first lap there's no caution and the leader will hit start finish, then it's green till the end. If a caution will happen in the first lap, they will call it out. The drivers will line up, and on the first restart you will be able to pit to get your damage fixed. So on pole it will be Pogo Gun. Second, in the Falcon livery, it's TS24 Fan. Third, from St. James Motorsports, it's Rita St. James. Fourth will be Mudley, also from St. James Motorsports. And from JME Motorsports, Colin Hicks is present in the field as well. Sixth is another independent, it's St. Timothy. He's racing with us for quite a while now. As you will see, the cars will now enter the pit, get their tires, get their fuel, making the strategy stop. Oh, and it looks like we got a disconnect. Yep, seems we have to start a race again. There we go. Yep. Okay. I'm gonna.
There have been two pole sitters at the Indy 500 in the last 35 years. One who spun off on the parade lap and banged the car and was done. That was Roberto Guerrero in '92. And on the first turn, hit the wall on the first lap. That was Scott Sharp in 2001. Both pole sitters, both out before the race even started, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was nice of Penske to give Scotty a car for the day and a track.
Who was Scott Sharp running for back then? I don't think it was Panther or somebody like that.
Yes.
Okay.
Scotty
Did I get
McLaughlin.
another invite?
What
I
else?
was up just there doing something
Yep.
quick. was that GTE exhibition race.
That reminds me, just for future references, the other night my modem went out, and so I scheduled for charter to come the next day, and they got there, and
I'm gonna start you off, guys.
Yeah, my modem's 9 years old. It was underwater when my house flooded, and I dried it out and kept working. And the guy gave me a brand new one. He was like, "I'm amazed this thing was still working for you." So supposedly I'm gonna have faster, better connection. I had a decent one before, but it's supposed to be. I was telling him about sim racing and whatnot, and he was like, he knew about that stuff a little bit, the cable guy, and he was like, yeah, he's like, if you're a host on a peer-to-peer, you'll be in even better shape now, because this new modem is like supposed to be kick-ass. We say that, and then everybody will blow up when I host the room next, but whatever. What is it you want to tell the officials here, little man? You're hollering something. It's like, my daddy hasn't practiced.
Okay, now we can call it an official race. We had TS24 fan disconnect, and it ain't an official race if one of us doesn't leave the race lobby or will disconnect. So again, they got 2 minutes to pick their strategy, go out for the strategy stop, and then it's race time. So again, the starting order of tonight, it's Pogogon on pole, TS24 fan will be starting second, Rita St. James is third, Muttley will be fourth, Colin Hicks will be fifth, and St. Timothy is sixth. Performance impact is on, so if there's damage, they will feel it, it will hurt their car, their drivability. As you see now, when the car is going for the strategy stop with the damage on, they leave a bigger gap between the cars, otherwise they will be hurt in the pits at the beginning. Normally we have a car length to a car length and a half between us, but for now they're leaving a bigger gap. Oh no. I think TS will disconnect again. Yep. Switching to the party. Okay. Okay.
Get that. I'd get it sorted out for the GT company.
Yep. We'll
Get
see you at
back
the
in the
next race,
garage and start
DS.
talking to your engineers.
Do you want me to hot lap it again, Rita, or? Buzz. Roger that.
Oh, it's a shame for TS. He disconnected again. He told the field to carry on with the race. As you will see, the cars will line up. As soon as they are in line, they get a car or a car length between them. And then as soon as Pogo will hit the start-finish line, he will call it green. Then we got a clean start rule. If the first lap is without any accident or caution, and the leader will hit the start-finish line after completing a lap, it's green till the end. At this moment we're riding along with St. Timothy. Let's see if he can make up some places during the race. In front of him it's Colin Hicks. On third it's Mudley. Second Rita St. James, and the leader on pole is Pogogun. Well, the field is coming up to Murray's Corner, and on the main straight the leader will call it green. Gonna sit back a little bit, see how the start goes. Of course, first corner's got a hell of a name, it's called Hell Corner, so we'll see what happens there. And the leader hits the line and it's green, 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 and they're off. On the mountain straight they were going to the Griffin's Bend, and they got a lot of left-handers and right-handers. The cutting quarry corner all the way up to Skyline. It's Pogogun in the lead. He's got a gap from 1.2 seconds to Rita. Behind Rita it's her teammate from St. James Motorsports, Mudley. from JME Motorsports, it's Colin Hicks on position number 4. Behind them it's Saint Timothy. Pogogon is just around Murray's corner. He's on the main straight and he hits the line. It's green till the end. The Power Beetle Cup, it's a what makes series. For next season there will be a little change. We're gonna change the car from the Porsche Cayman to the BMW 320 touring car. Also the name will be transformed from Power Beetle Cup to the Power Beamer Cup. So the initials PBC will hold. As you can see, it's a very demanding track. You're always close to the wall. As Pogogon hits the dipper, then you got all the S's. It's important to take a fine line through the S's, not to lose much speed, but not trying to overdrive it as well. The last corner, force elbow. And then on to the corner straight. As you can see, Mudley's got a little bit of damage on his car already, but as it seems it's manageable, it's drivable for him. He's not losing too much speed. Still we got our independent racer Pogogon on the lead. He built up a gap from 1.2 seconds up to 3.2 seconds. So he is extending his lead. Rita is trying to catch up, but she also have to hold back her teammate Mudley. And behind them from JME Motorsports, Colin Hicks, who's always trying to get on a podium. A bigger gap between Colin and Saint Timothy, but then again Saint Timothy, he just joined this league for his first season. He's trying to find out which cars he likes be in. Oh, as you can see, he hit the wall. Oh, I hope it doesn't hurt him too much with the effects of the performance impact on the car. As you can see, most drivers, if it's manageable, they will continue to drive the car. If not, the only possibility is to enter the pit, get your damage fixed, maybe get some new tires and try to get back on the racing field. Let's switch back to Rita St. James. Back on the main straight, 20 minutes and 30 seconds of racing remaining. As you can see here, Colin is catching up to Muttley. I think Muttley is fine on the straights and the bigger corners, but he's losing speed in the S's. Forward elbow again. Colin got the drive of Muttley. Will you make a pass on it? On the corner straight. Yeah. And he passed Muttley before the chase. Ooh, and there's a little bit of contact. Colin was braking early. I think Muttley didn't expect that. And here we go again. Muttley regained the third position. Colin is back on fourth. As you can see, guys, there was some close racing. And as you will see, there are some guys who have an early braking point. Some of the drivers will brake late. For example, Pogogon can always brake late into the corners. Myself, I'm an early braker because my former crew chief Colin Hicks always said slow in, fast out. And another thing I learned, it's always about risk reward. You want to risk your position to get a better reward, or find yourself down in the gutter with nothing. As you can see here, guys, Colin is catching up to Muttley again through all those S's. Really tried to make another pass on the straight again. He's lining up his car. And this battle for third position is really positive for Rita. She can expand the gap between her and Muttley. Here we go again, guys. Colin is catching the draft of Muttley. He's lining up himself for the pass. Will he go try it again on the right side or on the left side? Muttley is holding the middle line. He's not giving Colin any room. Here we go. Is Colin gonna outbrake him? Maybe. No, he's gonna wait. He's got the patience. He's got 60 minutes left. Let's see up front. Here we go. Spogo has got to come comfortable lead. Almost 7 seconds to number 2, Rita St. James of St. James Motorsports. And as you can see, guys, all the cars, they got damage. It's the curb, sausage curb, or hitting the wall, and your car will start to look like this. Oh, Carlin followed Muttley into the wall. He's got damage as well. Let's take a look at St. Timothy in the number 4 independent livery car. He's still racing. That's what we would like to see. Finish the race. If you start a race, try to finish it, and you always get some points. Muttley went off the track, he hit the grass, coming out of the chase. And yes, you can see in his back view mirror, Carlin is catching up again. There was a gap about 3 seconds, but as you can see, Carlin is managing to keep coming closer to Muttley. That's what we like to see. Racing battles for position. Here we go. Carlin is lining up his car again. Oh, Muttley hit the wall. Carlin's on the inside. He's gonna take the position from Muttley. Yep. Nice move. Nice overtaking by Carlin to Muttley. They both got damage. Nice braking there. Getting enough speed through the S's. Downhill. Will Muttley be able to attack Carlin on this straight? Or is his car damaged too much? I think, like I said, on the straights he gets the speed, but he's losing the speed in the corners. Is it manageable? Is it drivable? Here they go, to the chase. Early braking by Carlin. Here we go. Oh. Here's some fine racing, guys. Here they go, battle for third place. between Colin Hicks and Muttley on the mountain straight. Into Griffin's Bend. Just keep the car on the tarmac, don't hit the walls. Through the cutting. Up to Quarry Corner. To Reed Park. Up to Frog Hollow. As Muttley hit wall. Salmon Park, McPhillamy Park. Down to the skyline. Through the S's and the Dipper. Again, Force Elbow up to Conrad Straight. As you can see, Muttley is lining up his car. Maybe he's gonna try to outbrake Colin through the chase. Oh, nice move by Colin, keeping his middle line, so there was no room for Muttley. Coming up to Murray's corner to the main straight. Oh, nice move on the inside. It's Muttley. He's taking third position back from Colin Hicks. They're racing, guys. It's on. Who wants the podium? Up front with 9 minutes to go, it's Pogogun. He's got a steady lead, 8 seconds on Rita St. James. But as you can see, also Pogogun hits the wall now and then, damaging his car. Driving along with Rita from St. James Motorsports. She's the crew chief, leader of the team. Her teammate on third position, battling it out with Colin. Oh, and touch again. Muttley hit the wall, came back on track. Colin had to brake to avoid a bigger accident. And in the back of the field, it's still St. Timothy. Also later on tonight we got a Grand Touring Cup coming to Bathurst, Mount Panorama Circuit. The LMP3s and the GT cars will go here for another long race. As you can see, guys, Colin is lining up his car again. Muttley is holding his line. He's not giving Colin any room to pass. But as we all know, Colin's got the patience. He's always calm in racing situations. Less than 5 minutes to race, guys. So it's gonna be about 2 laps of racing left. The battle is on. Third place between Muttley and Colin Hicks. I know Colin, he always takes his time to learn the driver who's in front of him, where that driver makes his small mistakes and then Colin will strike. The difficulty, sorry for my English, guys. The difficulty for Muttley is he has to look ahead on the track, but he also is checking his mirror to see where Colin is. Where does he think Colin will make his move? So he will try to block him and will make it unable for Colin to pass him. Ooh, small hit on the wall by Colin there. Muttley into the grass. This could be it. This could be it. Colin's got speed. That's it, guys. That's how you race. You saw it. A few races might have seen the gap and would taken the position, but not Colin. He takes his time. Here we go. Lining up the cars again. Muttley's holding the middle lane of the track. Will Colin try this lap, or will he do it in the last lap? He's setting up his car. Entering the braking zone, slow in, fast out, and Muttley's into the grass, and here you go. Colin Hicks on third position. Is he gonna make it till the end to get the podium? A little mistake by Muttley going onto the grass, but he's not far behind Colin. He's got 2.5 minutes left to get his position back. And we know Muttley, he's gonna go for it. Still on the lead with a bigger gap from 8 seconds till almost 12 seconds. It's Bogogan. Second still is Rita St. James, the lady of racing. That woman knows how to drive. I learned so much about her and from her. Third, it's Jamie Colin Hicks. Is he getting the podium? Muttley from St. James Motorsports as well. He's gonna try everything to get it back, but he hit the wall, guys, as you've seen it. Is he gonna make it? Will there be another lap for them to race? Learning the track, it's St. Timothy. I think he and Rita's got the least damage on the cars. Just take a look at Muttley's car, Colin's car, even Pogo. Let's get back to Muttley, see if he can catch up with Colin. They're crossing the line with 4 seconds to go. And there they go. It's the last lap. Come on, Mudley. You can do it, buddy. It's the last lap. Pogo gone. After 15 laps, 30 minutes of racing. He will cross the line in first position. He got the pole. And he's going for the win. Last time Murray's corner. Up to the main straight. He crosses the line. And there you go. Pogogon, the winner of the PBC Gold Country Club. Rita. Out of Mary's corner onto the main straight. She takes second place. Another podium for St. James Motorsports. And here we go through the chase. Muttley lost it through the grass. And here he is. Colin Hicks, JME Motorsports, will take the last spot on the podium. Third, Colin Hicks. Fourth is Muttley from St. James Motorsports. Through the S's, it's still St. Timothy. To the Forest Elbow. Up to Conrad Straight. Hell of a race, guys. What's fun to watch, the battle between Colin and Muttley for third place. St. Timothy, great job on finishing the race, man. Hope to see you in the next race. Remember, guys, next race will be on in about 1 hour and 5 minutes. Here we go.
No, longer race.
Screenshot. Yeah.
But other than that, yeah, I mean, that's about as good as you can hope for on that place.
Oh, nice race, guys. It was so much fun to see you battle it out for third place.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I know.
Like I said, the longer that you go, and I've done some tests where I had, you'd be surprised, guys, but I've done a Le Mans test where I let the damn thing run for 8 hours. And drove some and tested the AI and
everybody.
Yeah, good race.
Yep, nice win, Pogo.